It's Tuesday, and that means it's time now for our weekly Hot Jobs Report. It's brought to you by Workforce Solutions of the Coastal Bend. Marissa Cummings has more.
In Corpus Christi, a dispatcher is needed. You'll dispatch operators to buses and help bus operators through radio or phone. You'll need at least 3 years of experience and an associate's degree. You'll also have to pass a background check, a physical, and drug screening. Pay is between $14 and $22 an hour. In Portland, a concrete worker is needed. You'll smooth and finish surfaces of poor concrete using different hand and power tools and will be responsible for sidewalks, roads, and curbs. No experience is needed, but you'll need a high school diploma or GED. Pay is between $18 and $22 an hour. Over in Kingsville, they're looking for a deputy clerk. You'll be in charge of different legal records and make sure they're all properly filed. At least 2 years of experience is needed, plus a high school diploma or GED. You'll also need to get your Level 1 court clerk certification during your first year of hire. Pay is a little over $12 an hour. In Robstown, a shop foreman is needed. You'll be in charge of the daily operations, supervise, and train employees. You'll also work with a variety of power tools, CNC equipment, and manual equipment. At least 3 years of experience is needed, and you'll need a welding certificate. Pay is between $22 and $27 an hour, plus benefits and bonuses. And lastly, in Alice, a maintenance technician is needed. You'll be in charge of maintenance and improvement for buildings and also keeping things clean. You may have to repair some plumbing issues. At least 1 year of experience is needed. Pay is between $13 an hour, and you'll get a gas allowance. To learn more about these jobs and others, contact Workforce Solutions of the Coastal Bend at 888-860-JOBS or visit workintexas.com.
Thanks, Marissa Cummings.